Let me see. I'm going to do this quick video just to get it out of the way. I really didn't know who that guy was. I don't know who Joe Smith is. The first time I heard that Fonfara was fighting Joe Smith, I thought about the Joe Smith that played with Kevin Garnett and cost all those draft picks. So when he knocks out Fonfara in the first round, that makes me think like, oh shit, where does Fonfara go from here? Now, from my understanding, from what I've heard, is that Fonfara was in negotiations to fight Adonis Stevenson, and that he priced himself out of the fight. Whether that's confirmed or not, I don't know. But Adonis Stevenson's next fight is going to be on Spike TV, and he's going to be fighting Thomas Top Dog Williams, who beat Edwin Rodriguez, and basically he's somewhat unknown to even the hardcore boxing fans. So it makes you question, well, look at the level of competition that Adonis Stevenson is fighting when he could have fought Sergey Kovalev on HBO pay-per-view. But that's a different, that's a different video. We're going to stick to Fonfara. Now, it's a shame because Fonfara was on his way to earning a #1 contender spot for the WBC title. And he was also very highly ranked by the IBF, WBA, and WBO titles that Sergey Kovalev has. Sergey Kovalev is going to be fighting Andre Ward November the 19th of this year. It's pretty much done and sealed. It just hasn't been confirmed yet by the promoters as far as them announcing it. So now Fonfara getting knocked out in the first round, I'm wondering, does he go after the rematch? Or, in my personal opinion, I believe that he should go after the rematch, because now all this is setting up for us is after Adonis Stevenson fights Top Dog Williams, then he'll have to fight the winner of Alida Alvarez and Chad Dawson. Yes, Chad Dawson is back. That's a whole nother video. I'm going to do a video on that. And then after that, it will likely be Joe Smith. You know how Al Heyman and PBC work. So somewhere along the line, Joe Smith is going to get his shot. What is that? It's a mosquito? Somewhere along the line, Joe Smith is going to get his shot at the WBC title. So now it's just, it's just a mess. For him to get knocked out, especially, on national television, the ratings were, pretty good for a Fonfara fight, the largest audience he's ever had. But if you fight on national television outside of Showtime or cable subscription networks, or even if it's ESPN or Spike TV or whatever, you should do about 1 million or so households. This one did about 1.3 million households. So also, Polish fighters have a strong boxing fan base in the United States. We saw that with Glowacki. We've been seeing that with Fonfara. We definitely saw it, with Tomasz Adamek when he was fighting. They have a strong, passionate boxing fan base, as far as, selling tickets, especially in Chicago and in New York. So now, after Fonfara, just last year having what could have been fight of the year against Nathan Cleverly, and then knocking out Chavez Jr., making Chavez Jr. quit, and putting on the very spirited performance against Adonis Stevenson, which sent his name up above, a lot of other light heavyweights and made him really a name to be reckoned with. Now for him to get knocked out in the first round, it's just like, damn. It's kind of hurtful to see, especially, since I was a fan. But one thing I didn't like is I didn't like how he was all over Artur Szpilka's wife during the fight. You got to joke around sometimes, but the way he was all consoling her, like, don't worry, he'll get that by console you. You ever hear him talk? Anyway, I don't want to get myself in trouble. But, Fonfara still is good, and you have to look at, it was a knockdown. It was pretty much like a flash knockdown sort of situation where he just didn't recover. So I'm not going to be like, oh, Fonfara is done and everything. He's still very, very good. He got hit with a clean shot, and it's one of those shots that will put a lot of fighters down. So it all depends on how you look at it. But I really do feel that Fonfara will be back, but it's a shame because I really did feel, and still do feel that he would give Adonis Stevenson some problems, because I feel Adonis Stevenson has somewhat become complacent. But it all depends on how you look at it. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Of course, I didn't cover this one live, but please subscribe. Go to my Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. And trust me, when it comes to Fonfara, it's not over yet. He's still going to get big fights, likely in Chicago. or in New York. You know, it's just that this is one of those type of things that happen. And a loss is a loss, no matter how he lost. You know, he got knocked the fuck out. So, T-Street Controversy Live. Subscribe. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. Please subscribe.